Good morning to all first year trainees. माता ग्रुप ऑफ ITI के हमारे यूट्यूब चैनल पे आप सभी का बहुत बहुत स्वागत है। हम जैसा कि फर्स्ट ईयर का ट्रेड थ्योरी में चैप्टर नंबर 4 डिस्कस कर रहे हैं, ठीक है। उसका नाम भी पता है आपको, इलेक्ट्रिकल मटेरियल्स या वैद्युतिक पदार्थ। और इसमें आज देखिए इंसुलेटर्स के बारे में, इसका लेक्चर नंबर 3 है, इस चैप्टर का लेक्चर नंबर 3। तो इंसुलेटर के बारे में जब हम पढ़ते हैं तो इंसुलेटर के जैसे ही एक और मटेरियल होते हैं, उनको हम बोलते हैं परावैद्युतिक पदार्थ, जिनको अंग्रेजी में पढ़ने का अच्छा है, पढ़ा भी होगा, नाम सुना है, डाइलेक्ट्रिक मटेरियल्स। डाइलेक्ट्रिक मटेरियल्स। और ये कई लोग तो ये बोल देते हैं, या अमूमन इसको हम मिस्टेकन कर लेते हैं फॉर इंसुलेटर्स। डाइलेक्ट्रिक मटेरियल्स आर ऑफन मिस्टेकन फॉर insulators, but it is not true. Dielectric materials are of their own kind. ये materials अपने आप में एक विभिन्न प्रकार की प्रजाति है, you can say. Though they have the property of insulating, but they have their own existence. They have their own identity. They cannot be classified or put into the family of insulators. They are different kind of materials which have certain kind of distinguished property. Okay, so when we talk about dielectric materials, we have to talk about capacitance. There is a property called capacitance. And this property is of capacitor. This property is possessed by capacitor. What is capacitor? हिंदी में you can say संधारित्र। संधारित्र का जो गुण है वो है धारिता। इसको हम दर्शाते हैं कैपिटल C से। इसका जो मात्रक है वो है फैराड, या कई लोग फैराड भी बोल देते हैं, फैराड या फैराड। आपने देखा होगा फैन में हम जो फैन रिपेयर जो आते हैं वो कभी कभी कंडेंसर चेंज करते हैं, तो 2.25, 2.5, 3.15 एक्सेट्रा, इनके उसमें लिखा रहेगा MFT। कैपेसिटर आप कभी देखो उसको निकाल के, कैपेसिटर निकाल के आप देखते हो तो उसमें लिखा रहता है MFT, कोई वैल्यू लिखी रहेगी 2.25 या 2.5 या 3.15 एक्सेट्रा, और MFT मतलब माइक्रो फैराड, M फॉर माइक्रो, FT मतलब फैराड। तो ऐसा लिखा रहता है। तो ये क्या है? वो जो चीज है दैट इज नथिंग बट कैपेसिटर। तो व्हाट आई इंटेंड टुडे, I am looking for all three properties known as inductance, capacitance and reactance. Because when we talk about capacitor, it is but obvious that we have to talk about reactor also, we have to talk about inductor also. So better we go with all three elements, that is inductor, its property inductance, capacitor, its property capacitance, and reactors, their property reactance. Okay, so reactance will only be taught after teaching capacitance and inductance. So first we will see what is an inductor and what is its property called inductance. Very first topic is inductance and it is possessed by the device called inductor. It is similar that what are we? We are humans, and what are we supposed to have? Supposed to possess humanity. So humanity is our marriage, our property, our by default property. Similarly, inductor is analogous to human and inductance is analogous to humanity. Inductor's property is inductance. Human's property is humanity. Okay? So this is property and this is object. Just same as resistance. Resistance is the property possessed by resistor. Okay? So what is this? What is this? This is a kind of passive element. See, there are two types of elements in electrical circuit. When we talk about electrical circuit, so first, what is an electrical circuit? Electrical circuit is an electrical structure which consists of active elements, passive elements, and the medium to join these active elements with passive elements. Okay? Three elements are composed inside any electrical structure, you can say electrical circuit. So electrical circuit is composed of your active elements, passive elements, and medium to connect between two. Okay? So active elements are those elements which provide electrical energy, which deliver. Active elements are those elements which deliver electrical energy to the circuit. Passive elements are those elements which either absorb or consume electrical energy, or you can say store electrical energy for a certain short period of time. So, in passive element family, there are three elements. In passive elements family, there are three elements. These are resistors. Second are your inductors, and third ones are capacitors. So resistors are passive elements, but they are of a certain slightly different nature. They don't store electrical energy. They just consume or absorb electrical energy in the form of heat, in the form of I square R into T joule heat energy, heat loss, or you can say heat energy. Whenever electrical current is passed through a resistance or a resistive load, you can feel the heat. You can feel the heat. So that heat is coming from this principle, Joule's heat energy formula, I square RT. So resistance is a passive element, but it is not storing kind of passive element. It is absorbing or consuming type of passive element. So we have discussed this already. We have discussed resistance in previous classes. Inductance and capacitance. They both means inductors and capacitors. Both are passive elements but storing type of passive elements. Inductors and capacitors are storing kind of passive elements. Means, what is this? Inductance is the property of any inductor which opposes the sudden change in the magnitude magnitude of electric current. Mind it. Earlier we have discussed resistance. Resistance was what? Resistance was the property of resistor which opposes the flow of electric current. But inductance is the property of inductor which opposes the sudden change, the instant change or subtle change in the magnitude. Mind this word, please. Mind this word. This word is to be had in your mind. Magnitude. Magnitude cannot change suddenly of electric current if it is passing, if any electric current is passing through any inductor. If current is suppose 0.5 ampere while entering, the same amount of current will leave from this inductor. The entering current is of 0.5 ampere amount, so the outcoming current will also be the same amount. Means this inductor, what is inductor? Any conductor which has been converted into a coiled form. If you turn any conductor, you can say copper wire, you can say aluminum wire, any wire which is a conductor is twisted or turned in series to look like somewhat this structure. This structure is known as inductor. And what does it possess? It possesses a property which is known as inductance, which is opposing the sudden change in this electric current's magnitude, magnitude, or you can say value. So inductance opposes sudden change in electric current. Okay, means if you are delivering an AC current, suppose of 0.13 ampere, and your voltage, this is your AC source of voltage, and you have employed an inductor in between source and load. This load is of, suppose this load is bulb, any bulb, and if you have a switch, so when you close this switch, current flows, your bulb glows. So suppose if you disconnect or open this switch, what should happen? Bulb should be blown out. Bulb should not glow. But you see, when you have this inductor in between bulb and your voltage source, even after disconnecting the switch, your bulb will remain glowing. Your bulb will be glowing for a very short period. Why? Because ideally, after switching off this switch, this current should become zero. But it does not become zero because this inductor due to its inductance has stored this current in certain kind of energy form, which is given by half Li square, and this energy is being stored by this inductor in order to oppose the sudden change in this 0.13 amperes amount of current. Means after disconnecting the switch, after opening the switch, ideally this current should become zero immediately, but it does not become zero immediately because of this current. This inductor has not letting it become zero. Okay, so this is what inductor does. It is blocking. It is opposing the sudden change of this current to become zero. So for slight period of time, this current remains 0.13 amperes only, even after disconnecting the switch, and bulb remains glowing. You can see bulb glowing for some time, not permanently, for some time, for short duration, because of this inductor. So what does inductor do? This is opposing the sudden change in the magnitude of electric current, and the same phenomenon is possessed or witnessed by your capacitor. The only difference is what is being done by inductance to current here. The same activity is done by capacitor with voltage. Means capacitor is opposing the voltage to not to change immediately. Means capacitor is a device which opposes the sudden change, the instant change in the magnitude of voltage. The similar process is done in case of capacitor due to its property, which is known as capacitance, but quantity is now changed. Here quantity is electrical current, and with capacitor quantity has now become electrical potential or voltage. Means capacitor is something which blocks electrical charge in terms of voltage in the form of, again, an energy form which is given by 1 by series square formula, half series square formula. This V is being opposed in a way that voltage magnitude is being opposed to change instantly, to change suddenly. Means capacitance is a property of any capacitor which opposes the sudden change in the magnitude of voltage. So we will discuss again inductance and capacitance in next class. For today, I Shivam Kare, thanking you for watching, and I also urge all of you to please subscribe, share and like this video, and share Madhav Group of ITI's YouTube channel with your friends. Thank you very much.